Have you ever felt utterly alone, betrayed by those you trusted most, or surrounded by people who seem determined to see you fail? Sometimes it feels like the world is closing in on you, and no matter what you do, nothing seems to change. You find yourself questioning, why is this happening to me? Will things ever get better? Let me remind you of a truth that's greater than all your pain. Allah will bless you in front of your enemies. Trust His plan. My dear brothers and sisters, I know how heavy your heart feels right now. Maybe someone you cared for deeply has betrayed you. Maybe people have spread lies about you, tarnishing your name, or perhaps your dreams feel so distant that you're losing hope. But listen carefully. Allah's plan for you is greater than anything you can imagine. In Surah Al-Imran, Allah says, "But they planned and Allah planned, and Allah is the best of planners." Do you understand what this means? No matter how big the plans against you might seem, Allah's plan is always stronger, always better, always victorious. And yet in the middle of the storm, you may still wonder, why me? Why now? Let me tell you something important. Every single challenge you face, every hardship you endure, is a test from Allah. These tests are not designed to destroy you. They are meant to build you, to strengthen you, and to prepare you for something extraordinary. Allah isn't just looking at your circumstances, He's looking at your heart. He sees your tears, hears your whispered prayers, and understands the depth of your pain. And in Surah Ash-Shar, Allah promises, "Indeed, with hardship comes ease." Remember, your suffering is not in vain. Ease is coming. Let's reflect on one of the most powerful stories in the Quran, the story of Yusuf. Imagine his pain as a young boy when his own brothers, driven by jealousy, plotted against him. They threw him into a well thinking they had ended his story. But Allah's plan was already in motion. Yusuf was rescued, taken to Egypt, and through Allah's wisdom, he rose to a position of power and leadership. The very same brothers who betrayed him came back to him, seeking his help. And what did Yusuf do? Did he seek revenge? No. He forgave them with grace and humility. Allah didn't just bless Yusuf. He elevated him in front of his enemies. He turned their betrayal into a path of greatness. And my dear brothers and sisters, He can do the same for you. Think about it. If Yusuf had not been thrown into that well, he would never have reached the heights Allah had destined for him. What feels like a setback in your life today may actually be the doorway to your greatest blessings tomorrow. Allah is always working behind the scenes. You may not see it yet, but His plan for you is unfolding perfectly. Now, let's talk about how you can stay strong while waiting for Allah's plan to unfold. Trusting in Allah doesn't mean doing nothing. It means taking action while putting your faith in Him. Here's how you can hold on. 1. Pray with sincerity. Pour your heart out to Allah as if you're talking to a close friend. Tell Him your worries, your struggles, and your hopes. Allah is closer to you than your own soul. 2. Be patient. Patience doesn't mean you won't feel pain. It means trusting that Allah's timing is perfect. Every storm will pass and the sun will shine again. 3. Respond with kindness. When people hurt you, it's tempting to seek revenge, but leave justice to Allah. Responding with forgiveness shows strength and elevates your soul. 4. Seek knowledge and community. Surround yourself with people who remind you of Allah. Recite the Quran. Attend gatherings that uplift your faith. You're not meant to face life's trials alone. My friend, do you know what happens when you truly trust Allah? Doors open that you never knew existed. Blessings arrive from places you never expected. And those who doubted you, those who mocked you, and those who tried to harm you, they will witness the power of Allah in your life. Allah doesn't just bless you quietly. He blesses you in ways so magnificent that everyone around you, even your enemies, will see His hand in your success. I know how hard it is. I've been there too. Those long nights when you cry yourself to sleep. Those days when it feels like you have no strength left to carry on. But I want you to remember this. Every prophet faced trials. They were mocked, betrayed, and tested in unimaginable ways. And yet, they trusted Allah. You are not alone in your struggle. Allah sees you, He loves you, and He's writing a story for you that's more beautiful than anything you could ever imagine. Take a moment now. Close your eyes. Think of the challenge you're facing. Breathe deeply and say these words with me. Ya Allah, I trust your plan. Say it again. Feel those words in your heart. Let them settle deep within your soul. When you place your trust in Allah, you are handing over your life to the one who controls everything. What could be more powerful than that? My brothers and sisters, the trials you're facing today are temporary. The pain, the betrayal, the tears, they are all part of a much bigger plan. And one day, when Allah blesses you in front of your enemies, you will look back at this moment and realize it was all worth it. So don't give up. Keep praying, keep trusting, and keep moving forward, because your story isn't over. It's just beginning.